Now, if you don't want your feet to end up like this, then you need to start thinking about how you are taking care of your feet. The muscles and the tissues in our feet are no different than any other body part. If you don't use them, you will lose them. As babies, our feet were flexible and developed stability by exploring various surfaces of the ground while being barefoot. However, as we get older, we tend to spend more time in shoes that are supported and less time giving our feet the room and space to move freely. Now, with more awareness and developing a few new habits, you'll be able to build stronger, flexible, and healthier feet. Let's get into the 5 habits that you can begin to use today. Number 1 is simply spending more time barefoot walking on various surfaces. This will help strengthen the muscles that support your arches and stimulate the small sensory nerves at the bottom of your feet. Don't be afraid to allow your feet to explore hard surfaces like concrete or rocks, or even soft surfaces like sand or grass. Number 2, spreading your toes regularly. Most shoes these days have very narrow shoe boxes and leave very little room for your toes to naturally spread. You can use things like toe spacers, socks, or even your own hands to create more separation between your toes. If you're wearing toe spacers, start off with 8 to 10 minute increments and then build up to being able to tolerate 1 to 2 hours at a time. Moving on to the third thing that you can do. Don't just spread your toes, but also stretch them. Find positions that will expose your toes to new ranges of motion and work on areas that feel the most restricted. Now, I'm a big fan of toe sitting and holding on to something for support to rock my feet forward and backward into positions I wouldn't normally be able to get into. The fourth thing that you can do is lengthen your calf muscles. The length and strength of our calf muscles are crucial in having healthy feet and ankles. Tight calves can contribute and cause so many issues of the feet, such as plantar fascia, Achilles tendonitis, and bunions. Also, modern shoes these days have an elevated heel, which places our ankle and Achilles tendon in a shortened position, which is one reason why we lose the mobility in our ankles over time. Focus on stretches with the knee bent and the knee straight to address both of the calf muscles. You can also add in some slow and controlled heel raises during your sets to build strength in the calves. If you want to learn more about building stronger calves, check out my video up here. Now, one of my favorite ways to increase the flexibility in the calf muscles is by performing the gastroc stretch using a step or a slant board as shown here. I also really like the standing soleus stretch, placing my foot and toes up against the wall like this. Now, you want to focus on 2 to 3 repetitions at a time for at least 30-second holds. Lastly, which can have the greatest impact on your feet, is investing in a pair of barefoot shoes. These type of shoes are more flexible, have a wider shoe box, and have minimal cushion around the sole, which will allow your feet to be closer to the ground and have the freedom of motion when you walk. Now, if you want to learn more about what barefoot shoes are and how to properly transition into them, check out these 2 videos I made here. I've also left links in the video description below on some of the shoes I use myself. Now, at the end of the day, it's about becoming aware and providing your feet with the right self-maintenance to ensure that you never run into problems that leave your feet in pain. Now that you're aware of the strategies that you can use to improve your foot health, it's up to you to begin your journey now. Now, comment below on which habit you're going to start and commit to today. Also, subscribe to the channel below to never miss a video, and I'll see you in the next one.